Let's see the flop. Ace, queen, jack. So Maria with aces. Outflops James.
Oh, that's a scary flop, though, for Maria. Yeah, she's in the lead, but any king, any queen, any 10, and it's over. Let's see if she can hold on here.
All in.
Right now, Maria Ho with a pair of 10 says all in, but Eric Afriette right behind her with ace, queen.
I call.
Oh, yeah, he's going to make the call.
And James gets out of the way, so they turn up the cards here.
Ace queen.
Maria Ho with the pair of 10s.
Call it. Call
The
it.
WPT Championship has eluded her so far in her career, but she's well accomplished, and now all her chips are in there in a race. Here we go with the flop. It's a 9-8-8. That is good for Maria Ho. Going to the turn. Something crazy going to happen. It's a jack.
Well, normally Eric would have a straight draw here, but on the paired board, a 10 would give Maria a full house, and a queen would give her a straight, so he can only catch an ace to eliminate Maria.
Yeah, Maria in great shape to double up. And it's going to happen. Deuce of spades on the river.
James with the queen 8 of hearts on the button here.
Raise.
Raise it up to $1 million.
Maria folds.
Eric with the call. Hell of a flop for Eric Afriette here. Pair of kings and the nut flush draw. James with queen high and a backdoor flush draw. It's actually a pretty good board for him to bet here. I think that if Eric had one of the stronger aces, he would just shove over the raise pre-flop, so James a little less concerned about Eric having a big hand. Deuce of spades doesn't change much here. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if James just used this opportunity and texture as a chance to barrel down and see if he can force Eric to fold what he probably thinks is a medium king or a 5. And as we know, Eric does have a medium king, but with the clubs to go along with it, he is thrilled to put that $2 million in the pot. But the jack of diamonds on the river is no help to Eric. So if James goes for the triple, he's gonna have a tough decision.
I'm not folding.
Says, I'm not folding. And James says, let's see about that.
Okay, what a flop. Got king 9 of clubs.
And the tricky part for Eric is he's seen James do these big bet sizes with a lot of strong hands today.
I should have shoved it on the flop. I should have shoved it. Should have shoved it on the flop. I didn't because I had a feeling that the ace winning chips on the button.
This would be the call of the tournament. Well, he's going to do it.
Wow! Big call!
He's done it. What a call. Cards bouncing off the table. Eric Afriette.
King 9 of clubs.
That's why he's a two-time WPT champion, for instincts like that. Beautifully done. Going after his third title.
$1.2 million from James on the button with king 5. And here with pocket jacks facing a raise from James. Is he going to 3-bet? No, just a call. That's surprising.
Just doesn't ever do what you expect him to do. That's his strength. And the flop is an 8-3 deuce.
Now, not much of a board for James there. He elects to check back. Queen on the turn could inspire a bet. James with one of those marginal hands that could just show down, could turn it into a bluff, and he wants to bluff here. He bets 1.4 million, and that will lead to an instant call from Eric Afriette and his pocket jacks. On the river, we get a 3 of diamonds, and that is a better card for the range of Eric in the big blind than James raising the button, so I would be very surprised if James went after this. Yeah, he'll check it back.
Yeah, he'll check it back, and Eric will show the jacks. Could have been bigger, but he'll take it. Going after his third WPT title. Non-professional, so-called non-professional, but a great player. Looking good. And it's on Maria. She's got Jack 9. Well, she will just call it.
First limp we've seen out of Maria today. Eric will complete in the small. James checks his queen 9.
Three of them all in the same pot. The flop is a 10-5, 3, 2 diamonds. So 10s for Eric Afriat. And he's coming right out there and bet $1 million. James goes out.
Maria with 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush, and an overcard has just enough to continue here and makes the call.
She certainly does. Going to the turn. Can she get lucky? Well, she gets a 9, which gives her a little pair.
Yeah, she gets unlucky. That is the worst card in the deck for her. Now Maria with enough hand to call down Eric on a board where he could have a number of draws and bluffs. So Eric bets 2.4 million.
Yeah, he's not going to slow down. Hefty size bet. Maria, now she's involved. She's going to make this call. We're going to the river. Pot's getting big. King of spades on the river.
Well, Maria probably won't turn her hand into a bluff if Eric bets, but you could consider it. You block 2 pair, you block the straights. Eric bets 1.3 million. He's going for a little bit of thin value with this blocking bet of about 1/8 pot. And if you're Maria, I don't know how you would fold. You feel like you're getting milked, but the price you're getting is amazing. You need to catch Eric bluffing like once and forever for this to be profitable.
She gets curious, makes the call. And Eric proudly turns over his hand.
Play online poker for real cash and prizes at WPT Global. Sign up for free today using bonus code YT33 and get free entry into a $100,000 guaranteed tournament.
Maria with ace-5 here.
All in.
She's going to try it again. All in. Eric goes out. And James has a king-queen.
Oof, so close. I don't know if James will fold this one. Yeah, he's gonna make this call, Vince.
Yep, he's made the call.
Maria is all in and at risk, but she is a favorite here with the ace-5.
And she's getting her chips in with the best of it as she smiles to her rail, her family, her friends. Let's see the flop. Ace, queen, jack. So Maria with aces, outflops James.
Oh, that's a scary flop though for Maria. Yeah, she's in the lead, but any king, any queen, any 10, and it's over. Well, let's see if she can hold on here.
Turn card coming up. King!
And James makes 2 pair on the turn, and now it is Maria who needs to catch up to stay alive. And with a 4 on the river, the 2 pair of James Carroll are gonna knock out Maria home.
And he will quickly raise it up with the 3-5 of clubs. Makes it 1.3. James Carroll with a 9-8 of diamonds. 2 seductive hands. Makes this call. Flop is a queen, queen 7. No help for either player.
900.
How do you like that? 900.
You know what I would like, Vince, is a check raise from James. You definitely want to have some bluffs on these paired board textures, and with the 7 of diamonds out there, there's so many good turn cards for you. Well, he elects to call. So he will float instead with his 9 high, which is actually the best hand, and Eric. And his 5 high doesn't have much going on this turn, but maybe he wants to bluff on that ace.
1.8.
And he is betting it, 1.8. Additional 2.6.
James hits him with the check raise one street later than I expected. But this should still be very effective as Eric was bluffing himself with 5 high.
Yeah, he's going to lay that down. So good manipulation by James Carroll.
So the first big pot of our heads-up match being pushed towards James Carroll. We've got some distance to make up here, but starting things on the right foot.
This time with the button, James takes a look down at a big king-queen.
Raise.
Will raise to 1.3. Eric, though, behind him with ace-king.
35.
Two powerhouses. Eric's going to make it 3.5 million.
Well, I'm sure James believes him, but king-queen in a heads-up match is way too good to fold, so James makes this call. In position, looking to improve. And on 10-10 queen, that's exactly what he does. James takes the lead here. Eric now drawing to an ace or a jack.
1.5.
And he'll start off with a small bet here, 1.5 into 7.5 million. James again with a decision between calling and raising. He'll start with a call.
Eric looking to get lucky here on this turn. This is a massive pot. It's nothing card, 5 of spades.
Not much happening for Eric here.
3 spades out there too.
Difficult for him to double barrel into that card, so he'll check. James, does he want to try and bet for value or induce a bet by checking? He will check. And a harmless card on the river. I'd be surprised if Eric bluffed here. He's just got a little too much hand to turn into a bluff. And I doubt that James is going to fold a queen, so why bother? Yeah, he does check. And James now, he's all out of checks. It's really a question of how much do you bet. Pot of 10.6 million, he'll bet 9.3, so he continues his trends of big bets on the river. Action back to Eric.
9.3 million. 9.3 million.
Well, that is discouraging if you're Eric. You start with that huge hand, everything going right, and now catastrophe.
Listen.
And he's got to lay that down. James Carroll now on a big comeback. He is now the chip leader.
You know, Eric got out flop, but didn't lose much post.
Dodged a lot of outs. You think I'm messing with you? He's king.
He's been honest all night.
He's queen.
My hand was good too. My hand was really good too.
I believe it. I would have called the shove.
Eric loves to brag about that he plays only big hands. He does not. He just doesn't show those junk hands that he wins with extraordinary bluffs.
Next time I play poker with Eric, I'm going to talk all night and believe everything he says.
A lot of momentum for James Carroll, and he picks up aces.
They're not even mine, and I get excited looking at them.
They'll go to 1.3. Eric, caught in this with a king 10, makes this call. And the flop is a 9-7-4. Eric gets none of that. He goes check. James with the aces, the big overpair.
And this flop is a little bit dangerous for Eric. He has just enough hand with the overcards and the backdoor straight draw to continue, so he's going to make this call, but as you can see, unless he hits his straight, he's basically drawing dead. Well, a 10 will improve Eric, but still leaves him miles behind James, and now gives him a hand to call down with.
Yep, it's an awful card for Eric. Now he's got to stick around. 3.3 has been bet. He's got top pair with a huge kicker. He might think he's in front. And he is going to call this. Going to the river. Can the aces hold up? Or will something stupid happen? It's another ace. Eric in a quandary.
2.5.
What to do? Oh no, he's going to put in a blocker bet, it appears.
Well, Eric trying to set his own price on the river. We know that this river is going to cost a lot more than 2.5 million.
And there's the raise. Total of 11.3.
Rough spot for Eric. Yeah, James can have ace-high diamonds or two pair or straight with the jack-8, but there's also a lot of hands that have missed by the river. And when you're sitting there with king-10, you really think, man, it's hard for me to get here with a better hand than this.
Going for the bluff again.
Am I gonna believe this guy?
Gonna make him talk though. That's old-fashioned table talk at the poker table. And he's gonna release it. Nice fold.
Show one time. Yeah, we can show once. Show one.
Can't do it.
At least let me see one. I showed you all night. Have some respect.
Can't do it. I'm sorry.
You can show one.
Can't do it, I'm sorry.
Play online poker for real cash and prizes at WPT Global. Sign up for free today using bonus code YT33 and get free entry into a $100,000 guaranteed tournament.
2 million.
He's got 10-8. He's gonna make it 2 million. James Carroll with a jack-9 of hearts. He's not going anywhere. He's making this call. The flop is a jack 3-3. So James with jacks up.
What a huge flop for James. He has Eric essentially drawing dead here.
2-4.
And this is a pretty good flop for Eric to go ahead and bet. I think he has chose a too large size. He doesn't need to put this much into the pot to get James to fold most of his hands, but he will not be folding a jack. James makes the call.
Turn card is another jack. So jack's full for James Carroll. Now you would think he's gonna just check and trap, but no, this is very interesting. He's
Whoa.
coming out with a bet to potentially chase his opponent away, but
6.8.
Oh, and it worked perfectly. This might be my favorite play of the final table. On
Yep.
paper, I don't like it. I think you should check to Eric. But if you know your man,
yeah,
you lead right into him and make him raise you.
yep, he knew he was gonna try to bluff it if he let out, and this is brilliant. And now he's sitting pretty.
And now what? Do you call? Do you shove? Do you click? What's going on next?
A lot of excitement in his mind right now. Oh, he's gonna come over the top.
James with the small raise. In the online poker days, we'd say he clicked it back. Didn't even bother sliding the raise bar over. He just clicked it right on him.
And now Eric knows he has a problem. That'll make a believer out of you.
How much you have left?
Yeah, Eric doing a little posturing here. How much you got left? Oh, I'm really thinking about it. I think Eric knows he's dead in the water here.
You gotta respect that the guy let out with jacks full to induce a bet by you. I mean, that's just brilliant. The clock is ticking down. No more time. Eric gives it up, but not without a huge loss here to turn things around. Well done, James Carroll.
I've really loved the way James has played this whole final table, but that might be my favorite hand. For the most part, he's played good fundamental poker, but every now and then he takes it to the streets and says, I know you better than you do.
So true. It's back on him. He's got queen 6 of diamonds. And he just calls. Yeah, Eric not going to raise, so they're getting in cheap. And the flop is going to be a jack 9-6. 6 is for James Carroll.
He'll check it back and turn to pair.
Oh, yeah.
1.4.
Eric with a gut shot and a king for the overcard will fire out here. As you can see, the 10 is his only out. 1.4 million. James makes the call.
Just going to walk the dog this time. And the last card, ace of hearts. So Eric getting none of that.
Check.
Finally gets the memo.
Eric finds the break. And James again with a decision about how much do you want to bet on the river with a big hand.
we know that Eric has an uncallable hand.
6.8.
Unless he wants to get fancy, come back over the top with nothing. That would be a mistake.
Yeah, that would be an evening ender.
Oh, this game is rough. He's got to lay this down. Another big investment. So things have turned around, and now James Carroll, a heavy chip leader.
Oh, this is turned on Eric Afriat so quickly.
And, well, he's got a mid-sized pair. Pair of sixes.
2 million.
Gonna go up to 2 million. And he started this hand with just a little over 10 blinds. So I wonder if James thinks King 8 is good enough to go with here. Yes, he does.
Yep.
He's all in, and Eric makes this call. So we are flipping for a title, Vince. If Eric wins, he'll be about even in chips with James. If James wins, he is a 2-time WPT champion.
Eric going after his third title. Let's see this flop. King, king, queen. 3 of a kind for James.
Eric literally gnashing his teeth at the sight of those kings.
James staying cool through a huge moment. 715,000 to the victor.
6 of clubs. Come on, 6 of clubs. Come on, let's hit it.
And the man from Montreal is not going to give up just like that. He's begging for the 6, but not there. 3 of hearts.
6 of clubs.
He's feisty. He needs the miracle. 6.
Time. Call it, guys.
2 outer.
Queen on the river, James Carroll is your champion. Make that a 2-time WPT champion for James Carroll.
Standing here with 2-time WPT champion James Carroll.